Hello and welcome to Created by Sports. News broke on Wednesday that Greg Glassman is selling CrossFit following the backlash over his response to the death of George Floyd and his racist comments on Twitter. Hundreds of gyms dropped its affiliation with the company, and CrossFit also lost major sponsors including Rogue Fitness and REEBOK. Glassman founded the company 2 decades ago, and it has since gone on to become one of the world's most recognisable chain of gyms, or boxes as they call it in the CrossFit community. Glassman co-founded the company in 2000 with his then wife Lauren Janae. In 2015, Glassman bought Janae's share of the company for $16 million following their divorce. Although it's currently unknown how much CrossFit has been sold for, we do know that it was once an extremely profitable business. 5 years ago, Forbes reported that CrossFit and all its affiliate locations brought in $4 billion in annual revenue, and CrossFit itself brought in $100 million. CrossFit had 11,000 locations, a hugely profitable partnership with REEBOK, and brand loyalty and reliability. The New York Times reports that the number of gyms grew to 14,000 in 2020. REEBOK's initial partnership in 2010 was a huge boost for the CrossFit brand, largely improving the prize money for the CrossFit Games the following year to help establish it as a significant annual event to be televised by ESPN. It was also seen as a major step for the Reebok brand itself, rebranding itself away from traditional sports like tennis and basketball and into more of a fitness-focused brand. The company, however, revealed it will bring its decade-long sponsorship with CrossFit to an end when its current deal expires at the end of the year. Along with prize money awarded to top athletes, Reebok is required to spend a minimum amount of money on athletes each year through endorsements. From 2012 to 2017, Reebok was required to spend $300,000 on endorsements, with the figure reaching $400,000 in 2018 and 19 and $500,000 in 2020. Reebok is not required to disclose the figures publicly though. Before selling apparel and sending royalties, Reebok agreed to pay CrossFit a non-refundable $2 million. Reebok's name was attached to the CrossFit Games as part of being the title sponsor, with the agreement stating that the language states it should be called the CrossFit Reebok Games, but both parties would need to mutually agree on the final form. It is of course now called the Reebok CrossFit Games. Along with losing its sponsors and dozens of brands, CrossFit has also lost the support of several prominent Games athletes. When Dave Castro was originally appointed to take over, Noah Olsen, who finished second at last year's CrossFit Games competition, wrote, "I've decided that I cannot, in good conscience, compete during this time for a company that hasn't shown themselves to have the values that I align with." Along with these comments, Chandler Smith, one of the company's most high-profile athletes, said he will not compete at the 2020 CrossFit Games unless there is a change in leadership. And 3-time winner Tia-Clair Toomey said her future with CrossFit is unclear and depends on the direction of the CrossFit headquarters. The most decorated CrossFit athlete Rich Froning said he will no longer follow a sport led by Greg Glassman. As stated, Glassman was originally replaced by Dave Castro, who was at the point director of the CrossFit Games, but Glassman remained the sole owner. However, Glassman has now sold CrossFit to Roza, the owner of a CrossFit gym in Colorado, who will now take over as CEO. Roza has since said, "Since I discovered CrossFit 10 years ago, it changed my life, and I am deeply honoured to have the opportunity to lead CrossFit through its next chapter as CEO and owner, following the closing next month." According to his profile online, Roza discovered CrossFit in 2008, and his box or gym has been an affiliate since 2013. The 52-year-old is a former Oracle executive and is now working for US venture capitalist General Catalyst. During an introductory call on Wednesday, Roza revealed he achieved his 2 minutes 40 FRAN time 2 years ago at the age of 50. So what happens next? During his routine Instagram Live on Thursday, Dave Castro announced several potential adjustments to the CrossFit Games season and addressed questions surrounding the summer event. This update comes only 1 day after news broke of Roza's purchase of CrossFit. The key points were as follows. Castro said that there will be no open announcements, at least he will no longer be announcing them. He also said, "I'm still here," in regards to his role within CrossFit. The CrossFit Games, he said, will happen maybe in September. If regionals would return, he said, "I don't know, maybe, maybe not, lots of decisions to make." Castro stated that all athletes who publicly decline their Games invitation will get an opportunity to compete if they change their minds. This is everything we know so far about the sale of CrossFit, saying a welcome goodbye to Greg Glassman and a warm welcome to owner Roza. Comment below what you think of the news of Glassman's selling of the company, and where you think this will leave the company moving forward in terms of sponsorships and athletes' involvement. Subscribe for more sports news and reviews, give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.